Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto. I'll be doing the closing bell today. Martyn is on holiday, so I will be doing the show tonight. Welcome everyone. It seems like the markets have now got have gone on a downturn. We are looking to see if there is any opportunity in markets. SBCE is still up. It's one of the only stocks up on my watch list, so that is good news. I'd like everyone to hit the like button. If we start early on, we might be able to hit the 50 like threshold. If we hit 50 likes, then I believe, I know that if we hit 50 likes, I will up the giveaway, which will be announced on Sunday, up to $30. So please do hit the like button. It will help the algorithm. It will help Martyn appreciate me doing this. I mean, he does. I mean to say, I would show that I'm doing a good job, and also it will help up the giveaway. So please do that. I'm just going to do this for a second. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's put the light on, let's add some light, and here we go. So this is natural gas futures, something I was having a little look at before. Something that has been on my radar, though there's not really something to do now, but a week ago it was a long trade. So let's have a look at the S&P and see how we're going to close the day. We are in power hour. We have 1 hour until the bell. Before we do that, it is important to have a look at the news. So I'm going to just show you the headlines of the news. I'll do it without the music because we definitely don't want to be hit with any copyright strikes. But it has just hit 8 o'clock, so it does allow us to have a look at breaking news. Let's see if I can bring that up to the hour mark. Let's see if this plays any music. We'll turn it off if it does.
Israel war. We're going to head straight to the United Nations now, where the Palestinian ambassador to the United Nations is speaking.
Let me know if the music is too loud. Let me just pause this. Let me know if the sound level is too loud. I will mute myself so we don't have any playback. But there's just a breaking news now, so I want to play it for you. But let me know if the sound levels are too low, or if there's any issues. Do let me know.
It appears that he's speaking Arabic at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until we get some translation and we'll cross back in. In the meantime, we'll begin our coverage of today's developments. You're watching Al Jazeera. It's 19 GMT and 10 p.m. in Gaza, where at least 70 Palestinians, mostly women and children, have been killed by Israeli airstrikes. They were seeking sanctuary on what was supposed to be a safe route out of northern Gaza, heading south. Scenes of fear and panic have enveloped the besieged territory. 1.1 million Palestinians are now in what's been called an impossible situation. In an unprecedented move, Israel has ordered the evacuation of everyone in the north, including densely packed refugee camps and hospitals. The World Health Organization has called it a death sentence and wants the evacuation order rescinded. After nearly a week of airstrikes, Israel's bombardment of Gaza has killed nearly 1,800 people. The combined populations of North Gaza and Gaza City have been told their only safety is south of the Wadi Gaza, but those regions are just as heavily populated and also subject to Israel.
So we did think we were going to get that breaking news of the UN conference. The person was going to speak, but they didn't have the translation. We can just see for now that there is still ongoing escalations. Israel has asked that the whole of north of Gaza does move south. So that's a breaking development, and I think that's because they want to have a ground assault. Let's see if this is the translated. Let's see if we can listen in.
By the Secretary General to stop the massacres against the Palestinians. This is what we wanted to say.
وباللغة الإنجليزية I spoke to you in the morning there are three things that we need to accomplish immediately. One, ceasefire. We are unified as an Arab group. For those who think that there is a single Arab, single diplomat that is not standing with Palestine at this time, look at our unity, look at our strength, and look what we will be doing in the days to come. All of us are united to stop this carnage against the Palestinian people now, to allow for humanitarian assistance and passage to the people who need it, food, medicine, all the elements that is needed for staying alive. We need to save human lives, and we need to save it immediately. And the third thing that we need to do, we should not allow, as humans and us as defenders of international.
So it doesn't seem to be any breaking developments. It's of course a tragedy what we see going on in Palestine and Israel, but for now it is the bombardment of Palestinians that require humanitarian support, which they're not getting. So that seems to be the breaking news on that front. We will also have a look to see if there is this is a Twitter Spaces. We won't go into it now, maybe we will later, but there is breaking news tweets here suggesting the possibility of the escalation between Lebanon and Israel spiraling out of control is clear and must be stopped. This is what will make oil prices go up. This is what will make gold prices go up. This is what will make the S&P come down. If Lebanon and Israel if the Lebanese border gets infiltrated by not Hamas, Hezbollah or anything like that, if there's a fight there, then that is going to spiral into a Middle Eastern conflict. That's what we don't want to see. Just in members of that's what Hamas is saying. We don't need to look into that. Janet Yellen is saying there are many sanctions on Hamas. We're trying to find ways to strengthen them. Netanyahu says, I pronounced that wrong, but the Israeli Prime Minister said, we will eliminate Hamas and it will take time. We are united in the war we are fighting. We are striking our enemies with unprecedented force and civilians. And this is the beginning. We will not allow the world to forget this catastrophe that occurred. We will eliminate Hamas. It will take time, but we will prevail. I met with the US Secretary of Defense to secure the required weapons. Our enemies have just begun to pay the price. So that just sums up that this is not something that's going to be over tomorrow. This is something we all need to be concerned about. Firstly, for the civilian sake. Secondly, for the sake of a world war, a Middle Eastern war. This is not a joke. Okay, so the S&P is finally reacting to some of this news. We are down today at 0.5%. We have given up all the gains. Please do let me know you're here. Please do hit the like button and let's get right into the show. We've got about 53 minutes until the closing bell. We'll be here until the closing bell, and then we've got a treat from Martyn. He will be doing a concert for us all on the music channel. The link is pinned, so please do also join us for that. There will be a party after this, so we will love to have some music played for us. It is raining heavily where I am, so excuse the noise if you can hear any. It seems like I'm stuck in a thunderstorm. Anyway, the S&P broke through support. It looks like it's coming to retest it. We're still in no man's land. We are now more bearish than bullish. Earlier this morning we were looking to see if we can get to 4,400. Now we've broken support and we change our level. We quickly change depending on how the market moves. The next level is 4,273. Let's have a look at the general markets. On the stock first. SBC is my biggest gainer on my watch list. Once again, it's up 3.87%. We are still in this level of support. We've bounced from 150 to 161, which is a move of 7% since the after hours last night. Martyn did buy at 150, and I think he has taken some profits. We might hear from him in the comment section to clarify his SBC position. Tilray, also just follow his Twitter. He does give out all the information there. Tilray is up today 1.5%. I still expect it to come down to 173. Lucid is up 1.3%. I don't like to trade that. McDonald's is up 0.5%. J&J is up 0.3%, bouncing off that support level. Kenvue is up 0.2%. Still hasn't broken this horizontal trend line. I expect once we break it, we can have a good volume through that, and also buyers come in. We also have Rivian up 0.1%, Disney up 1.48%, Coca-Cola up 0.08%, and the DXY is holding flat. We've got the UK 100, which closed down 0.11%, Berkshire Hathaway down 0.13%, S&P down 0.5%. We can move to the daily candle so you can see exactly what's going on. This can change in the next 50 minutes. A lot of volume is traded in the last 50 minutes of the in the last hour of trading. Microsoft is down 0.65. Apple is down. We're not breaching. It was it seems like we're testing it as a resistance, so we might be coming down to the 166 level next. PayPal is 0.84% down. Google is nearly 1% down. GME is down 1.2%. Nasdaq is taking a hit today. We did say we were at the 786 reverse territory, and we are down 1.24%. MicroStrategy is down 1.29%. The chat is very quiet today, so if you are here, do put something in the comment section. Let's make sure we are live. I think we're definitely live. We just don't have as many comments. We'll look into the comments we do have in a second. Thank you, Patty. I see you're here. Very nice to see you. Hood is down 1.18%. Euro 50 is down 1.37%. Netflix is down 1.51%. Germany 30 is down 1.5%. Amazon, here we go, moving down now, down 1.78%. ARK Invest down 1.72%. Coming into that level of maybe a buy is presenting. Probably I'll buy around $30, but to be more safe, we are entering a buy zone. Etsy's down 2.24%. Rocket Lab is heading down. This is the short. Right here, you can just move it here. That's what we've been doing. We're looking to come down to the 3.99. Not a bad level to take some profits from that trade. Meta is down 2.57. It seems like it's topping out now. This could be the top for Meta as well. Tesla down 2.79%. There are things taking a hit. Palantir down 2.79. I don't think we're going to hit that level of support anymore. Yesterday was an area to take profit, even today maybe. Coinbase is down 2.5%. Pinterest is down 3.2%. Shopify is down 3%. Snapchat's down 3.9%. Affirm is down 3.4%. Five is down nearly 5%. Lyft is down 4.7%. Mullen's down 6%. We might be at all-time lows for Mullen. Let's have a look. Yes, today we hit all-time lows on Mullen, 52-week lows on Mullen. We have now a little bit above the lows from August of 2023, but we are basically at all-time lows today. And then AMC down 14%. There we go. It had a day of upside, a few days of upside. Now it's giving back the gains. It's down 13.8%. Okay, let's have a look at the comments. Let's see who was here first. It was Martin. Let's see if we can... For some reason I can't scroll all the way up, but it was a hi. And then Zed Think, yay, liked both. Please do hit the like button is what I asked. Hi Martin, Zed Think and Sensei. Hello Craig, very nice to see you here again. Patty is here. Hi Sensei, hi Craig, hi Patty. Craig is saying good evening Patty. Craig, glad to see you. Do stick around. As you can see up here, we will have Martin is hosting the Virgin Galactic After Hours party, so we will join him for that. So please do stick around. That will be right after the show, as in basically my show finishes, his show will start within I think probably around 5 minutes of so it'll be right after the show. So don't go anywhere. It'll be very quick after my show. I will be finishing the show around 9:05, and I think Martin will be ready to go around that time as well. So please do stick around for that, and we can enjoy that together. So I'm going to have a look through the markets. There's one other thing I'd like to look at, which is gold. Please do now start putting your suggestions in, and let's have a okay, that's interesting. Right as I said gold, someone BWC came in and said, "Where do you think gold will be next week?" You read my mind. I said it, and you said it. And I don't think you heard me say it, because normally I'm 30 seconds ahead of, or you guys are 30 seconds behind. You can always go into the settings and press 2x speed, and you'll be right on time. But after I said it, I saw your comments, and we're thinking the same thing, BWC, so we'll have a look at that. Zach Zate is here, and he says, Shabbat Shalom. So hello to you, Zach Zate. Let's have a look at gold. It is up 3.18%. That's a massive move for gold. This is exactly what I was talking about. I came on the show, I said we've been hit hard. On this candle here, I said V-shaped recovery, and what have we got? A quick V-shaped recovery. There's nothing more V-shaped than that, realistically. Maybe if it was a day earlier, but this is a V-shaped recovery. We've got it. The trade's been made. Go back on the last streams and see what I said. It's played out exactly like that. Ever since this candle, I thought gold was undervalued, but this candle here told me we are entering a V-shaped recovery. War came around. It was mad that gold was still down there. It's now up 3.19%. There's not a trade to really be taken now, but look at gold. Let's see where the next targets are for gold. You're sort of approaching just a slight level, which you want to break through if you're bullish on something like that. It's more of just a supply line. You can see that we've bounced off at 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 3 times you've hit it, that definitely makes it solidified. So we hit it a 4th time, and we seem to be breaching that. So we'll keep an eye out for that. If that breaks on a daily candle, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, we are then looking for certain levels that we can hit over the coming week. So the first would be 1950. These would be levels to be taking profits from the trade taken for the V-shaped recovery. Then it will be 1979, and then, believe it or not, we could quickly come up to the 2050, and then from there it's all-time highs really. Then you're looking at something like that. You break out of all-time highs. I think gold is due a bull run. I've been saying this for a couple months, and I've also said something with gold when I identify a massive structure on gold that's breaking to the upside. It's not a matter of days it can break out, not a matter of weeks, it's a matter of months, maybe even years it takes to break out. So maybe we'll get it now that there is a war going on, and depending on how much it does escalate, obviously we don't want the war to escalate, but we just have to be aware of what can happen. So supply line, then there's levels. If you're talking about taking the trade from here, then profit can be taken around now or 1950. If you're talking about taking a new fresh trade, you're realistically looking to breach this with daily candle close, and then when you come back into the zone here, you can take a zoom in, because that was probably quite small for you guys. When you breach, we are up 3.19% now. Once you breach this daily candle close, maybe tomorrow you come up and then you hit 1850, and then the next day you might come and test the trend line. Then you can take a position at this level with your stop loss at maybe here, depending on where you take the trade and how much risk you want. And then that trade is something you'll look to play slight profits here, then you're looking at slight profits here, and then nearer to the all-time highs you can take profits. So I am bullish on gold. I do think over the coming weeks it will be higher, even though we've just had a move of around, which was predicted live on the show, a move around 6% in a matter of days on gold. It's not very volatile asset, and that's up 6%. Okay. Not sure what that was. Let's see. Hopefully I answered your question, BWC. I am bullish on gold, and this we have put in high. It was concerning at one point, gold, when it was coming down here, because we were wondering, are we going to hold this level? Because if we didn't hold these this level right here, maybe a little bit higher. If we broke below there, and then the actual candlestick was around here. If we didn't hold this, we would be breaking structure, because then it would look like it's a lower low, which would mean maybe we come back to the 1600 level. But we held it. So the structure is still bullish. So in reality, we are looking to see all-time highs at some point on gold. Silver is up 4% today. That's good. I've got a lot of silver that has been going down for a while. Silver's good, but obviously gold is the traditional safe haven. And then we've got oil up 5% today. I definitely expect that to go up higher. Any other comments from anyone? Let's have a look. Where do you think gold will be next week? We did answer that. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Let's see how many people are tuned in. It does seem like a very quiet show today. 16 people. If we hit the like button, we can give away more money, and also we might get some more people in the stream. So please do that. We have 18 people watching. Yeah, please do ask your questions. Ask away. It is Friday. You're welcome, BWC. No problem at all. We will have a look into the news while we wait for some questions to come in. It's important to keep up to date with the news as well, to see what's going on. This is the United Nations speaking.
To allow for humanitarian assistance, which they started to receive in order to reach the people in Gaza. And thank you to our brother in Jordan, because His Majesty the King,
sorry, I need to clarify. This isn't the United Nations speaking. This is at the United Nations. This is the Palestinian ambassador to the UN.
In order to Blinken, in order to tell Israel to stop this war immediately and to allow for the humanitarian assistance to take place, and not to allow them to implement ethnic cleansing against 2 million plus Palestinian civilians. And I thank you very much.
Target civilians, and even what's happened now with this giving the civilians just a matter of hours to move from the north and from Gaza City to the south is, many experts say, legal experts say, a case of forced transfer.
Let's bring in Marwan Bashara now. He's Al Jazeera's senior political analyst and joins us from Paris. Great to speak with you as always, Marwan. We heard just a few moments ago the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres' comments before making his way into the Security Council meeting. One of the things he said was, even wars have rules. What did you make of his comments?
Well, clearly the Secretary General is becoming less ambiguous and more clear on the unraveling tragedy in Gaza. The last few days he was rather implicit about, calling directly for a ceasefire and talking about, as you put it, the laws of war. But I think now that the invasion is imminent, clearly the Secretary General wants to underline the basic rules that govern war, which are known to everyone. In time is basically
okay. So we just nothing breaking really. It's just more of what we've seen, which is tragedy. Let's have a look at the comments. We did have a few come in. Martyn Lucas says, I bought Hood today. I was up 30%, sold near the top. We will have a look at Hood. Congratulations, Martyn. He seems to be doing a lot of day trading on his holiday, and he seems to be making some money. So congratulations to Martyn. Normally when he does the show, he doesn't. There's not time for him to do all the trades he wants to do, but it seems like at the moment there is. So Hood is now at this supply line. We can adjust it a little bit. Depends if you want to look on the weekly, on the daily. We're approaching anyway a supply line, even now or in the next few cents. I bought today, I was up, sold in the top. Okay, so you've bought back in, so you've sold, which is good. Maybe it was around the $10 mark or the 13, I'm not sure, but so you've sold before the sell-off, and now now it's back to where you first bought in. Okay, so this is what's happened. Martyn bought here, meaning it went up around 40%. He probably sold it around these levels, $11 or $12, and now it's back at his entry. So he's taken that money, and now he can buy more. Now it's back to where I first. Now it's back to where I first bought in. Oh, okay, so maybe he hasn't bought in, but I bought Hood today. Sorry, he did buy Hood. He was up so 30%. He sold. Now he's bought back in where he first bought. However, I've traded it twice today. I still see a 4x. Okay, so Martyn's trading Hood. Took some profits nearer to the top, buying back now, doing trades along the way. That's how you should be playing this market right now. Taking positions, taking the trades. If the trades don't work out, add it to your long-term bag. And now we're looking as well at, is there a trade to be taken on my side of things regarding the charts? And there is. And the trade is, you can see this higher low situation. We are approaching it. We might have already hit it depending on where you put this line. But either way, it's around that $9 mark that a position can start being built. However, if we do break below this trend line, then I do see different targets. I see 840. I also see 760. I also see the all-time lows at 686. But the trend is your friend until it ends. This is what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at this chart. I should have been showing you this, but this is the trend line that we are approaching around the $9. We might have already hit it depending on where you look. If we break through this line, which we shouldn't because it should be acting as support, then it's 836, 765, and $6. But we're definitely at the first buy zone. So congratulations to Martyn, who's been trading that today. We've got another comment come in. Tia Roll, hello there, investors, traders, and crusaders. Welcome to you, Tia Roll. We're doing a bit more of a chilled show today, looking at the news, keeping our knowledge up to date. Gold is heading up. There is a fear of a escalation in the war. That's why we are keeping a close eye on that. We are also looking at gold, which is up 3.17%. Which is looking good. Oil is also up. We're expecting it to go over the $95 mark. This is all not very good. I don't think a lot of people have thought about interest rates and inflation. None of this will be good for interest rates or inflation. I wonder if we can bring up the Fed's, let's see, Fed Watch tool, which will give us the probabilities of another rate hike. Let's see if that's been moving up. So it is slightly actually, because I don't think it was at 10%. So there is a 10% chance we have a rate hike in the 1st of November. And but I think we've reduced our chance of December rate hike. Maybe January. No, nothing significant has changed. Yeah, we are still expecting to stay at the levels we are at until we see the rates come lower. Let me just see this for 5. Yes, so some people are starting to price in a rate cut in March, 17%, and then in May it's a higher percentage, 32%. In June we can see that's when the market thinks we will have a rate hike. That's the most probable situation. You can see this on this chart here. All the way until June. June is where we can see that blue. Blue means that's the most likely probability that's been taken into account. June is still when we're expecting rate cuts, and it seems like, as you can see here, the most probable outcome is for the next 6 months to see, and also for the next 5 meetings to see us stay at this exact rate hike. Rates. Let's just reload this, see if we can get an up-to-date amount of likes. So we have, let's see how many likes we have? 13 likes, 26 watching. Please do hit the like button if you're here. Even if you can't comment, it just really does help. If someone does membership gifting, if you hit the like button, you're much more likely to be able to win it. It shows that you're engaged in the channel. So let's say next week Bill decides to give away some more memberships when Martyn's back and he's happy, then you're more likely to win it because you're liking every stream. Okay, so yeah, this is the probabilities for the meetings. We just had to have a look at that, see if that's changed at all. I do think it should start changing a little bit in the favour of another rate hike. I don't actually think that's the most likely possibility, but the situation has changed. There is another war going on, which is on the brink of escalation. Let's have a look at the comments. Zed think, is there any big news that Martyn can divulge regarding the petition, and if there has been any additional traction with it? Also, does anybody know anything about updated voting for Tory? Does anyone know anything about updating voting for Tory? I don't actually have any information on that. However, the petition went well. Andy did take it to we've got some more comments coming in. Yeah, Andy Shovel did take it to the investor relations person who is part of the earnings call. The petition has been sent to Michael Cole-Glazier. We had a hint that maybe in the next earnings call they will be mentioning something about cash flow. So it maybe Martyn can dive in more. He has spoken about it plenty though, if you do watch the videos on the channel. Zed think wants to look at Tilray. Tilray is very easy. I can look at it for 2 seconds. I've said exactly where I think it's going. It'll be a very, very quick answer for you. It is a gap in the trading, and that is sat at 172. I do believe you can see, let's just use a rectangle for you. There's a gap here created in July 2023. So you expect to fill this gap. Let's go back to the comments. Faith says, Senpai, don't forget about the bell today. Thank you for reminding me. I'll have to make sure I don't forget. Tyrell, I heard people want to be safe through the weekend, so hedging now. Yes, that is a good way of taking it. Yeah, people might want to start just exactly because you don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. The markets aren't open, so it's not a bad idea to take those profits while you have them right now. Zach says, Sensei, I think the US leaders responded really well, and today New York Mayor Eric Adams said it right. I haven't heard that, what Mayor Eric Adams has said. Thanks also to the President for his support. I really wish peace in the world. Yes, I wish peace in the world, but we also need to make sure we have that humanitarian corridor. We need to make sure we don't try and target civilians with bombs. We need to. There's a lot, and I'm not sure. I can't comment because I don't know what Eric Adams said. But our support is with all the civilians on both sides injured. Especially our thoughts go out to you, Zach, as you are a member of this channel and you are from Israel, and obviously our thoughts go out to you and your family, and we hope everyone is safe that you know. But I haven't seen what Eric Adams said, so I can't possibly comment. Let's have another look at the crypto market. We haven't looked at that yet. You can see if we bring up the bubbles, it's a mixed day. It seems to be quite green for the crypto market. Crypto bubbles, let's make sure we have that. So as you can see, quite a green day for the crypto market. Slightly green, nothing is, everything's not up 2 or 3%. Most things are up around 1%. And that's the top 100. We can start looking at the top 200. Obviously much more volatile. Let's see the top 1,000. I don't know why Pepe is here. But yeah, across the board, it seems to be more of a green day for crypto than it is for the stock market. But also the crypto market has been hit harder than the stock market recently. We can pick some out. Polkadot, making new lows of the whole market. If you think about it, Bitcoin's around, it would be around here. dots around here, so you can see that altcoins are being hit much harder than Bitcoin. Same with Sandbox making new lows, Shiba holding its lows, Doge is at its lows, Ethereum is not at its lows. Remember, Ethereum is at 800, the lows are at 800, but it's sitting at 1500. So if Ethereum was looking like Polkadot, Sandbox, Doge, it would be sitting under $800. If it was Doge, it would be at 850. If it was Polkadot and Sandbox, it would be around $565. I do believe it will come down. It's only up 0.28%. It hasn't recovered much at all. We've then got BNB, which is the trade setup we're looking for. Let's see if we can have an entry yet. We have broken down. We're just looking for a little bounce up to take that first entry, and we're also on the brink. There is also that level here, which we want to enter our second trade at 193. We haven't got an entry in yet. XRP is flat on the day. Remember, even though I'm a super bull on XRP, I'm not blind in the fact that XRP can easily go down at least maybe 15% all the way up to 40% down. We've then got Bitcoin, which is actually now down on the day. 25,000 is the level on that. We've then got... Let's have a look at this. We've then got VeChain, which is down. And the biggest loser is actually Coinbase, which is a stock, not even a crypto. So we'll have a look at that. Let's have a look at... Let's type in Sky News, see if you're getting anything from them. They don't normally go into as much detail as other news outlets, but we'll have a look and see if they've got anything to share. And they're sharing the weather, which is not something we want to look at. Okay, let's have a look at the comments. Liam Laffey just said, added another 1,000 into Rocket Lab earlier. Oh yes, Liam, we have to remove. Okay, added another $1,000 into Rocket Lab earlier. Let's have a look into that. So yes, Rocket Lab is on that short position. Profits should be, you can take your profits now as you've made about, since the trade in 3 days, you've made 15%, and that's if you haven't taken leverage. So it's coming up to buy zones. I personally wouldn't buy Rocket Lab until 370, but depends where you like to buy it. I'm not here to give financial advice. Do remember that we do have that $20 giveaway so far. It can go up today if we hit the 50 likes. So do hit the like button and we might up it to $30. But for now, it's a $20 giveaway. It's being given away on Sunday. I have just put it on the chat. How many entries do we have? 1,800 entries. So it's a very good chance you'll win it. It does say $10 cash giveaway on the page because that's what was originally. But we did up it because we hit 50 likes the other day. We have another comment. What do you think of the chart of Sudazaga? Suede, probably butchering how you say that. Suedzaga. I have no idea what this is. Is this the right thing? Ticker symbol 080G7B. It is a big company, $2 billion. We'll have a look at it. Bigger than Virgin Galactic. Yeah, this looks fine. It doesn't look like a lot of bad stocks and big downtrends. Just trying to see if there's any key levels being pointed out. It's a hard one. You've got a lot of support all between the $9 and the $13. So it's more of it seems to be an accumulation structure. You want to make sure at this point you're trying to break upwards. You want to make sure you're trying to, even though you're not holding this trend line here, you want to put in a higher low compared to where $11 is, and then you can keep trying to move up. You are sort of topping out in the short term. Let's go on the daily candles. Maybe we have a better view. Yeah, you're in a downtrend. You're at slight support right now. This is the trend line. I'll just keep an eye on this. If it breaks out, you're probably having a look up. And you're sort of at this level of support where you are now. So you don't want to break down, otherwise you're going to $11. If you go to $11, you're probably going down to $9. So keep an eye on this. Suggest it again and we'll keep an eye on it. Selling sugar products mostly in Europe. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look as bad as a lot of other companies, but it is one which is very choppy, so you can head to different levels. So there's one to sort of take profits when you can, buy back lower, and add to your long-term position if you can't get that profit out of it. It's one to trade in that way. SBC is still up. It's going to have a green day when a lot of other stocks are having quite a bad day. Let's have a look and see how it's looking on the daily candle. You're back above the support. I mean, we would like to see it close above the $1.61. We would like, what we need to start seeing now of SBC is higher highs. As you can see, this was a high, then we had a lower high, then we had a lower high, and you can go all the way back to the existence of SBC to see these lower highs. So let's just try and get above 180, 184. If we keep staying at these levels, we're bound to come down even lower. So we want to see some reaction now from SBC. We want to start seeing moving up. Let's hold the support as the first job. The second job is to start breaking up and get the buyers back in the market, break the 178. Thinking of it as a defensive for around 1%. Yeah, good luck to you, Tyrol. Unfortunately, it's not one where I can identify a very clear risk to reward, a very clear trade. But if it's a company you like, and if it's a company you think, because of the situation right now, sugar might be a good investment, then go for it. But I can't, sometimes with charts, you can't see a very clear, specific trade to take. And that doesn't mean don't take the trade, it just means I can't give a risk to reward on it. Gold, again, having a great day, up 3.18%. Let's see if Sky News is, let's see what Sky News is saying.
Never forgiving, and saying this is just the beginning. He also talks about how history will judge them on this moment. I know that's something that you're very interested in. So how do you think history will judge this moment?
The thing about history is it needs a good 20 years to know what the judgment's going to be. We have a problem here. We like to have our snap judgments. And so the honest truth is, other than enormous mistakes are made, we can't say at this point what history is going to say. But I will say this, that to go back to your earlier question, if to do a full, it is a false equivalency to say there should be a full-on invasion, that 1 million people have to leave northern Gaza immediately without letting them know how to do that, and doing nothing. To use the same analogy again, to go back to trying to find some way of being useful in terms of what's happened in the last 20 years in my country, to say that no one in this country said we should not retaliate after the Twin Towers were destroyed. No one said that, with a rare exception. But a full-on ground invasion of Afghanistan, and then again, I know we're changing our metaphor a little bit, into a second nation, is what our enemies wanted us to do, because that is the way we could be defeated. And so the problem for when you are power.
That's nothing really breaking. It's just someone's thoughts again. We don't know the context, so we can't. There's no point watching that. Let's see. What else can we talk about? It's the first time ever that I get to choose what we do. Well, I get to choose, but normally it just flows. So now I'm trying to think, what is the best thing to look at right now? I'm looking at Financial Times, see if there's any financial news. We can have a look at that together. This is interesting, yeah. I felt trapped. This is Caroline Elson. This is Alameda Research and Sam Bankman-Fried. This was his ex-girlfriend. They went in bed together, literally and also financially, taking consumer funds, people that put money into FTX, buying cars, doing trades, trying to manipulate the market heavily. And this is her. She's now working with the US government and to give out as much information as she can as what happened. She was a big part in what happened. Let's see what this... I felt trapped. Caroline Esses steps out of Sam Bankman's freed shadows in Star Witness turn. Cameras flashed through the courthouse windows as Caroline Elliston waited tensely in the security line, wearing sunglasses and a baseball cap pulled down to conceal her face. But when she entered the 26th floor, half an hour later, she tried to show the jury that she had nothing left to hide. Over 3 days of testimony in New York, this is where I'm reading here, Ellison painted a picture of Sam Bankman freed, or Scam Bankman fraud, however you like to say it, her ex-boyfriend and former boss at crypto trading firm Alameda Research, as the mastermind who instructed his employees to cover their tracks and saw nothing wrong with stealing billions from customers of his FTX crypto exchange. One thing I need to make clear, because the news and the ideas out there are crypto's a scam because FTX was a scam. Listen, what happened with FTX was nothing more than just fraud, just basic level fraud. It could happen in anything, but he chose to do it with crypto. He made to do it with crypto. Nothing wrong with crypto. Nothing. That doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to zero. That doesn't mean Bitcoin was at fault here. It was him at fault. He's the one who stole everyone's money. It's nothing to do with actual crypto. You need to make that clear. Can we do a countdown so I don't forget about the bell? I wonder if I can choose. So we've got 14 minutes. Let's do that. That's the countdown for the bell. Let's see what else this says. The 28-year-old recalled how Bankman fraud reduced her to tears in the study of the Bahamas penthouse they shared during a conversation about Alameda's trading losses in August 2022. And how he screamed, "Shut the..." I won't say that, at another female employee who's strenuously objected to an alleged scheme to bribe Chinese officials to unlock frozen crypto funds and then cut the employee's payout when she quit. It also came out in the court that he was trying to be he wanted to become the president of the United States. So yeah, this is interesting. This is going to court right now. The hearings are there. I'll bring you anything I hear more directly. We've just got some more comments coming in, which is more important. Good point. Is cash bad because robbers steal it? Or of course not. The technology is good. Many people are bad and greedy. Exactly. Thanks, Martin, for bringing that up. Exactly. That's my point as well. I believe that the ways that people try to justify rules like don't lie and don't steal, yeah, there's nothing. Let's see if there's any. The Financial Times doesn't seem to ever be very interesting, to be honest. It gives you good information, but nothing. It doesn't really get to the point. Let's see if there's any other news. UK lacks attractive infrastructure project, says major investor. China proposes stock stabilization fund to lift economic confidence. Good luck, China. Russian ruble rebounds. Let's have a look at the Russian ruble. So it's actually at the levels. Well, not. When did Russia? Let's see. When did Russia invade Ukraine? Let's see the exact date of that. 24th of February 2022. Of February. Oh yes, I do remember the ruble went up. No, that's the wrong way I'm looking at it. There we go. So, yes, here we go. So the ruble did fall below, so it came all the way, it came down and recovered very quickly, went to heights of before the war. What I'm going to try and do is make this timer a bit smaller. And then it came down, it went back up, and it seems like now we are heading back up. It has come down. Nothing interesting on the ruble. I'm not sure why that news article came out. We will be looking at much on the Sunday show. We're going to be looking at the cryptos in much more detail. I want to save that for the Sunday show, just so that we can spend some time on that. The Sunday show is my show that I will do even when Martyn's back, and I want to keep the crypto content for that. We'll be talking about BNB and my strategy for the upcoming bull run. But this show does seem to be a bit quiet. I am here just to fill in for Martyn, answer your guys' questions. So if you do have questions, do let me know. There is 20 people watching, so thank you for watching, and thank you for the 18 likes. It does mean a lot. If you do want to become a member, this is the great time to do it, because I don't have any requests right now, so you can just come in and ask me anything. We are going to be looking at the news, because this is important in the situation, because we've got 9 minutes to get out the markets in case some major news comes out, and just for the normal trading hours. I know some people have access to after hours trading, but for now it seems like people are taking profits because they don't want to hold these stocks into the weekend in case major news comes out. Fox News reports the United States is urging a delay of Israeli ground attack. Interesting. According to well-informed sources, the United States has requested Israel to postpone its ground operation in Gaza until its safe exit for Palestinians is secure. I think it's got to a point where people have realised how much this is affecting Palestinian civilians, and they don't want to make themselves look even worse than what they've done so far. So I think the United States is scared that once Israel does enter, there will be much more loss of life on the civilian side, not on the Hamas side of things, because 99%, 95%, I think 99% of the people that were bombed weren't actual Hamas people, they were just civilians. So I think they're realising that has a bad image for them. I think they want to postpone it, because people are still trying to evacuate. They've said they've given them less than 24 hours to get out of for 1 million people to evacuate. It's an impossible task. Let's see what this says. And just in Joe Biden on Israel and Gaza war. It is our priority to urgently address a humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The more we learn about the attacks, the attack that targeted Israel, the more terrifying it becomes. It was a terrible attack against Israel. I don't want to take away from that. Justin, Al Jazeera condemns Israel attack on the press. We don't want to see any terrible images, we'll just read it. Al Jazeera network condemns Israel attack on the press. We condemn the new Israeli attack on the press that targeted Al Jazeera and international media. We extend our condolences to the journalist's family. So we can see here, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it was a journalist that had been injured and now is dead. Justin, Trump declares support for Israel. We stand with Israel. Okay, so there's not anything breaking. That is an independent journalist who is posting those. Let's have a quick look at the comments, not that. We have about 6 minutes until the bell. Let's go green, finish SBC to 166. Exactly what we're looking for, exactly. We'll have a look at it now. A round of applause for the good old Sensei for having Martyn's back and keeping the channel going. Thank you, MSK, I appreciate it. Let's give myself a... There it is. SBC. There we go, SBC 162. Let's bring this right to the screen. I think that's enough. I took advantage of MSK saying congratulations to me. I thought I'd play myself some music. Here we go, SBC is on the move again. We're at 162. Looking good, looking very, very good. We are at the we are back above support. We had the stock was all the way at 152 this today, even 150 in the pre-market. Now we're at 162. Let's see how the last 5 minutes of trading go. Let's go 1 minute candles and see if we can pump this stock up. Well, I don't think we can, but if everyone who was subscribed to this channel bought, let's say 10,000 shares, if everyone subscribed, we would have an effect on the market. I think we could push it to $2. 10,000, maybe if we all bought at the same time, we could initiate a short squeeze. But obviously, firstly, we can't do that because we can't get 10,000 subscribers to put in $15,000. And secondly, even if we could, we're not that sort of channel. Okay, we are pumping now. 163, here we go. Let's take out the highs from earlier. We could be on our way to the highs of the day before the trade closes. We've got 5 minutes until the bell. Oh, actually, we've got less than 5 minutes. We have 4 minutes now. Here we go, 163. Oh, I'm getting a round of applause from MSK too. Oh, thank you very much. SBC is the only stock up today. Or Tilray's up a little bit, Lucid's up a bit, McDonald's is up, J&J is up a bit, but not compared to SBC. SBC is up 5%. And it might be up even more if it manages to take out this level. Let's go on the 1 minute candle, see if we've got any movement. And remember, please do join us for the after hours party. It's pinned at the top. It'll be right after we stop the stream. The stream will be ending in about 10 minutes. Actually less than 10 minutes, maybe 9, 8. It'll be ending in about 8 minutes. So please do join Martyn on his music channel. You can see the link pinned. If you click on that, he'll be ready to go once I finish. So we'll be waiting for him there. Please do join me on that and join Martyn. Let's see how his holiday's going and let's listen to some music. For now, we've got about 3 minutes until the bell and we're seeing if SBC can go any higher than 163. Let's see if there's, I think AMC is down 14%. Tesla's down 3%. Amazon's down 2%. Kenvue's up 0.3%. SBC is still trying, still at 163. 163, might get 164. 164, can we get 164? SBC, can we get 164? Come on. Oh no, not 162, come on, 164. Hit the like button for the last 2 minutes of the show. Maybe you'll initiate SBC to have that one final move before the end of the day. Nearly 1 minute left and the SBC is holding strong. We're trying to see if we can get 164. The music is fairly loud. Let me bring that down a bit. Not 162, we're trying to get 164. See if we can do it. Let's see how many likes we have on the show. 19 likes, thank you for all the likes. Okay, 162, 1 minute to go. It'll be quicker than 30 seconds, it's in about 15 seconds, so I'll do the countdown myself. We're at 163, we've got 10 seconds, there we go, 164, we got it, we got 164, let's see if we can hold up the next 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there's the bell. There's the bell. Did we get it? We did, but I think on the last second we pulled back. Let's see how that daily candle closed. 163. We were at the highs of the day for a split second. We didn't get it, but it doesn't matter. We closed up 5.16%. That's a good move for SBCE. Let's see if anything else closed. Lucid closed 1.58%. Tilray closed up 1.58%. I've got a fly in my room. Let's move that. J&J is up 0.36%. SBC is not moving in the after hours yet. Coca-Cola closed up, and everything else closed down. Rocket Labs down 3%, Tesla down 3%, Palantir down 3%, Amazon down 2%, Hood down 1.7%. Let's look at the futures markets. We've got gold up 3%, we've got oil up 5.3%, we've got Bitcoin dominance steady, we've got, let's see if any of the futures, we've got coffee beans up 3.75%, we've got sugar up 2.5%, so sugar is at all-time highs, I think. Yep. So maybe your sugar stock will do well. Actually, no, it's not at all-time highs. All-time highs were in 2011, not even. It was in 1974. Sugar went up to 63. And also in 1980 it was at 44. We're currently at 27. So there is upside on sugar. Orange juice is at all-time highs, however. The DXY, let's see how it closed the week, because these are now weekly candle closes. We will be finishing the show in 4 minutes, but let's have a look at some weekly candle closes. DXY has had a green week. Interesting. It looks like the rampage is continuing. 110 is the target. Let's look at some of these stocks and see what the weekly candle is. SBC weekly candle is green. There it is. Held support. So maybe it's an indecision candle. So you can see it opened the same price it closed, and it has a wick either side. You can barely see the candle. It's a very interesting candle on SBC. Indecision. It shows that there's sellers in the market, there's buyers in the market, and we don't know which way it's going to go. But we did close above the support, so we've got that edge of going higher than lower. Let's look at some other weekly candle closes. Tilray is looking bearish, continuing that. Coca-Cola had another red candle. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles, 9 weeks of red, so it is due a rebound. We then can look at something like Apple on the weekly candle. It is up on the week. Let's have a look at Google on the weekly candle. It's still green on the week. And let's look at the most important, the S&P 500. Can't see it, so we'll type it in. Yep, it's held support. Okay, here we go. That's a bearish candle. Yep, next week is going to be bad in my opinion. I'm saying that because we didn't break the support. We went up. We put a wick on the upside, no wick on the downside. The sellers have come in. We couldn't settle above this price for the week, so it is looking bearish for the S&P on the weeklies. Candle. It will change if we get back above that 338, but for now the chances are we're going to come lower. So that looks bearish on the S&P 500. But for now, let's put the music on. Let's get out of here. Let's join Martyn for his after hours SBC party. After all, SBC has had a green candle for the week. It had a green candle for the day, and a lot of money was made this week. So congratulations all. Anything else? AMC's weekly candle is still green, even though it was down 13% today. Thank you all. So I'll see you on Sunday for my crypto show. Until next time. Actually, I should probably wait for the whole music to finish. I was going to cheat and say goodbye before the music ended. But let's see if there's anything else we can look at. Fiverr, Tesla had a red candle. Looks like it's coming down to $208. I think that's the next target for Tesla. Let's look at gold's weekly candle. Very green, engulfing candle. There it is. V-shaped recovery, like I was saying. Bitcoin dominance it hasn't actually closed because that will close on Sunday. Crypto trades 24/7. Is there anything else we want to see? The weekly candle. Ethereum against Bitcoin, another red candle. I think that's coming down. Ethereum's value against Bitcoin will be less. This is the area I'd like to buy Ethereum. We're not there yet. Okay. Thank you all for joining me this week. We did the whole week with no issues. We didn't have a corona. We had that last week. We managed to do the whole week, opening and closing bells apart from Wednesday. So I really enjoyed that. Thanks for all being here. I'll keep you updated on what sessions we're doing next week. It'll probably be the same apart from Wednesday. We'll see. I'll see you on Sunday and I'll update you then. We'll have the giveaway on Sunday. Please do enter and join me on Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time. You can type that into the internet, find out when, or just go on the homepage of the YouTube channel and you can see when I'm live streaming on Sunday. But until next time, let me just have a quick look. We've got BWC, it says thanks for the session. Tirol says thanks. Everyone's saying thank you. Martyn is here. Join me live now for the party. He'll be live straight after this. So please do click on that link now because I'm leaving. So until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your money. Take care of your stocks. Take care of your crypto. And until next time, take care of each other. Bye bye.